What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sports Talk 101. Today's video, we're going to look at week 3. Week 3 is here, folks. We're 3 weeks into the 2025 college football season. Cannot believe it. It's already September, and we're 3 weeks into the season. Here we are. Let's get started. We got great games to talk about. I was looking at this schedule. I was like, holy cow, we got some good games. Start with for Thursday night, maybe I'll say a classic game, but 2 ACC matchup, 215. NC State takes on Wake Forest. This should be an ACC game. We'll look at the odds in a second, but boy, I'm looking at this game, and this is going to be a interesting game. I'm curious to see what the odds are, but I like that game one there. That's going to be a interesting game. Then Friday, you have few games here. You got Indiana against Indiana State. Then you got Colgate against Syracuse. Then you got Colorado takes on Houston. Arizona against Kansas State. And New Mexico against UCLA. Moving on to Saturday game at noon of Fox. Oregon against New Western. Then noon, probably one of the best games of the day in slot game, and more interesting game that people probably go focus on. Georgia Tech takes on Clemson, two really good teams in another AC matchup. I like this matchup. This is going to be a good game, a must-watch TV. A lot of conference implication, conference game equation based on this game. You know, this is going to be a really good matchup here. Georgia Tech played a really good game, has played the last 2 weeks, really good. Clemson has shaken off, the planet. Okay, Clemson again, the run game, even the passing game. So we'll see what Clemson can do against Georgia Tech. Oklahoma takes on Temple. Alabama takes on Wisconsin. And new on ABC. The new on Big Ten Network. Michigan looks to rebound against Central Michigan. Without Jerome Moore, can they win a game? Nebraska takes Houston Christian. Maryland against Townsend. Virginia against William Mary. Baylor against Stanford. Troy against Memphis. Kansas State against Buffalo, Auburn against Alabama, Boston against New Mexico, New Hampshire, UConn against Delaware, Villanova against Penn State. Then a game at 3:30, another good game that people should be talking about is, and I think people are going to be talking about, I think game dates could be there, Georgia against Tennessee, 3:30 on ABC, the big game, 215 top 15 team matchup. I like this matchup a lot. I would be surprised if Georgia's the favorite of this game. I'm sure they are. But this will be an interesting game here as this goes into big game will be in Knoxville. Tough place to play, but this is a big good game. Two power 5 matchup. Two big power teams in the SEC battling out in Knoxville. Oregon takes on Texas Tech 3:30 at Fox. Another good game here. I know Oregon State played 0-2, but see how Texas Tech does for the season. 215 in the Big Ten. USC against Purdue. Northwestern against Syracuse. Wake against New York State, New York State against Mississippi State, New Texas against Washington State, SMU against Missouri State, Pittsburgh versus Virginia, the backyard brawl between the two teams, rivalry game between Pittsburgh and Virginia, Westbrook against North Carolina, Northwestern State against Cincinnati, and Carson Wood against UTSA, Morgan State against Toledo, Iowa State against Arkansas State, Utah against Texas, Missouri against Louisiana, Liberty against Bowling Green, Middle Tennessee at Nevada, Arkansas State at Mississippi State. This is like a game, 4:30 on CBS. Now this is just in the notebook. South Florida against Miami, a top 20 matchup. 215. South Florida beat the last, has upset and beat two ranked teams so far. Can they make it 3 in a row against Miami? This will be a must-watch TV. This will be I'm going to definitely watch this game. And this is going to be a really good game right here. South Florida against Miami. Arkansas State against Mississippi State, FAU against FIU, Kansas State against Kentucky, Charlotte Maryland, Ohio State against Ohio, Michigan, Arkansas. Old Dominion against Virginia Tech. You have Jacksonville State against Georgia Southern. Okay, Murray State against Georgia State. App State against Southern Miss. Payview against Vice. Florida against LSU. 7:30 p.m. on ABC. Another good matchup there in Baton Rouge, Death Valley. And then also 7:30 p.m. Notre Dame hosts A&M. I know Notre Dame beat Notre Dame last year, I think. A&M. Got Rhythm against Texas A&M. Kenneth Van get the revenge against Notre Dame. Eastern Michigan, Kentucky. And then Massachusetts against Iowa. And New Mexico State against Louisiana. East Carolina against Coastal Carolina. Vandy against South Carolina. Utah against Wyoming. Tulane against Tulane. TCU against Albion Christian. Navy against Tulsa. Akron against UAB. Air Force against Utah State. Fresno State against Southern. Minnesota against California. Boston College against Stanford. Texas State against Arizona State. And Hawaii against Portland State. Depending look at your DraftKings, FanDuel, or whatever, look at right now. Wake Forest is a 7.5 favorite over 7.5 underdog to the Wolfpack. Give me the Wake Forest to cover, but I think let me look. So I think this is a game over under 51.5. Give me. I'll take Wake Forest to cover 7.5, but I think no. I think SC can go on the road and get beat. Wake Forest. We see really crazy things happen on weeknight football, so we'll see go from there. I'll take Colorado plus 4.5. I'll take Arizona plus 1.5. I'll take New Mexico 6.5. There. I'll take Alabama Clemson Tide minus 21.5. I'm gonna take the Sooners at minus 23.5. I'll take the Ducks minus 27.5. I'll take Michigan minus 27.5. And I'm going to take the under and over for the Georgia Clemson game. Tech. Plus 3.5 over Clemson. I think Georgia Tech has to win. Memphis Trojan. Give me minus 3.5 for Memphis. I like Buffalo minus 22.5. I like Auburn. I'm taking it in points. I'll take Delaware the points. I'll take Georgia. They have to cover to win. I think they can win this game. On the road against Tennessee. News site game, regular game, environment, afternoon game, but 3:30 game. It's gonna be 5 minutes. Gonna be loud. USC beats. Minus 21.5. I'll take Texas Tech plus minus 22.5. I'll take North Texas minus 6.5. I'll take SMU minus 27.5. West Virginia plus 10.5. So I will say minus 22.5 over at Kansas State. So the odds for the Miami, Florida, South Florida 70.5 favorite. Give me South Florida to cover. And maybe they can win, put the upset. We'll see. But Miami's a really good team. I like Marcus. We'll see what Costa Beck and company can come up with there. These are the rest of the games. Ole Miss minus 7.5. I'll take Virginia Tech minus 7.5. So there you have it. Those are the latest odds for the games. My thoughts of the game. Like I said, I think the biggest games of the week 3 is, let's see here, Florida against LSU. Remember, Florida is a 8.5. Is an 8.5 favorite. Oh, I can see this. Florida is 8.5 underdog to the LSU Tigers. Give me LSU. Probably have to win there. Give me Notre Dame minus 6.5 against A&M. These are part of the two big games coming in the prime time games. Two really good games at prime time. I like that. These are the odds for the other games. Of course, if South Florida against Miami, Florida. Pittsburgh versus West Virginia. Board meeting. Class against Georgia Tech at noon. NC State at Wake Forest Thursday night. There you have it. These are the games with odds. I'm excited for it. Week 3 is here. Like this, guys. Hit the notification button. I'm supposed to go out. Saying out. This video. Peace.